Alan Bennett's play, The History Boys, debuted at the Royal National Theatre in London in 2004. Set in the fictitious Cutler's Grammar School in Sheffield, it follows a cohort of male history students gearing up for the Oxford and Cambridge entrance exams. They are under the guidance of three teachers with contrasting approaches: Hector, an idiosyncratic lover of knowledge; Lintot, a more conventional instructor; and Irwin, a strict substitute. Amidst their academic and personal challenges, all three teachers grapple with their own issues while aiding the adolescent boys. The play delves into themes such as education's purpose, sexuality, gender norms, and the significance of history and learning. Praised by critics, it enjoyed a successful run of 185 performances on Broadway, garnering accolades including the 2005 Laurence Olivier Award for Best New Play and the 2006 Tony Award for Best Play. It was later adapted into a film in 2006, directed by Nicholas Heitner and featuring the original London cast. Set in a 1980s boys' secondary school, the narrative revolves around 8 boys and 3 teachers. Hector, a seasoned educator, wrestles with his ambivalence towards a course tailored for Oxbridge admission. Meanwhile, in the faculty room, Headmaster Felix Armstrong and history teacher Mrs. Lintot discuss the cohort dubbed the Oxbridge Boys, recognizing their potential, but also acknowledging the need for additional assistance. Armstrong hires Irwin, a young instructor, to aid in their preparation, much to Hector's chagrin, who perceives it as a threat to his authority. At the end of class, Hector takes his student scripts out for a motorcycle ride, a tradition of his, which causes much discussion among the students. Irwin emphasizes to the boys that they'll have to stand out to gain admission to Oxbridge. It's not enough to just know the facts. The play occasionally contains cutaways to the audience, such as when a student, David Posner, tells them that Irwin's unconventional approach to history will one day make him a successful historical journalist. In a later scene, Mrs. Lintot and Irwin are talking about how he's getting on with the students, and Irwin tells the older teacher that Posner has confessed to him that he is gay. Posner has a crush on fellow student Dakin, and while Dakin has said he's straight, it's clear from his interactions with Irwin that he's developing feelings for the young teacher. Hector and Irwin discuss their teaching strategies for the Oxbridge exam. Irwin doesn't feel like Hector's students are applying the lessons from his class to the exam, and Hector states that he considers entrance exams to be the enemy of education. Irwin, who accepts exams as a fact of life, asks Hector what use the knowledge he teaches is if the boys don't apply it. Hector believes that what the boys learn in his class will serve them throughout their lives, not just for exams. The headmaster checks in with Irwin, who isn't confident that the boys will pass the exam. The headmaster blames Hector's teaching methods, because they don't produce quantifiable results. Afterwards, Mrs. Lintot tells Irwin that the headmaster is the main enemy of culture at the school. Halfway through the term, Hector is called to the headmaster's office and told that the headmaster's wife saw Hector molesting one of his students on a motorcycle ride. Hector denies the accusation, but the headmaster demands his resignation. Not knowing that Hector's been let go, Dakin asks Hector if they can go for a ride on his motorcycle, but Hector refuses. The play then flashes forward several years. Irwin, in a wheelchair, is narrating a television program about history. Posner approaches him, inquiring about any past involvement with Dakin, as he's crafting a newspaper piece on the matter. Irwin, visibly irritated, adamantly refuses to disclose any details. A flashback to the inception of Hector and Irwin's inaugural collaborative lesson reveals Hector's emotional vulnerability following a meeting with the headmaster. This lesson, delving into World War II and the Holocaust, sparks a contentious debate on prioritizing facts versus human narratives. Later, Irwin is reprimanded by the headmaster after Posner's parents express dissatisfaction with his teaching approach regarding the Holocaust, resulting in an enforced apology. As the term concludes, each teacher meets with the headmaster. Hector anticipates his departure, while Mrs. Lintot plans retirement, assuming Irwin's succession, only to discover otherwise. The students recount their exam experiences, securing placements at Oxford or Cambridge. Dakin confronts Irwin, challenging his alma mater claims, and persuades him to socialize. Dakin unveils his coercion of the headmaster to retain Hector, proposing a motorcycle outing as a reward. However, the headmaster intervenes, redirecting Hector's affections towards Irwin, culminating in a tragic accident. Scripps delivers the somber news of Hector's fatal crash and Irwin's resulting paralysis. The play concludes at Hector's funeral, where the boys honor his memory, and Mrs. Lintott reflects on their future achievements. Alan Bennett, a multifaceted British talent, renowned for his advocacy of education and contributions to theatre, film, and literature, has garnered numerous prestigious awards throughout his illustrious career. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.